And we're on to game number 2 from this best of 3 from MLG Raleigh 2011. We've got Naniwa, our blue Protoss player here on the top left side of Shikoros Plateau, loser of last game and the winner of last game. On the top right, we've got Dignitas Sjow, the red Terran player, who went with that Marine Tank Banshee build. Executed it pretty well. Took out Naniwa, who went for the 1 gateway expand into Robo into 5 gateway. Just didn't have enough units to pull it off. If you're curious at all on how to do that 111 Marine Tank Banshee build, I've got a tutorial on it on my YouTube page. You can check it out under the Terran strategy tutorial. It's basically the exact same thing Sjow did. So if you want to, do that build yourself, you can go check out that tutorial. A lot of people said they enjoy it quite a bit. So we're on Shikoros Plateau. We got close spawning positions via air. I guess close as opposed to down here, which is the opposite of close. It's the only other spot you could spawn on the map, which is a little bit further away. I wouldn't really call it close because this is a pretty sizable map right here. If you remember back in the day when there used to be destructible rocks here and here, this map was completely different. All those games, that was a bad map. I gotta say that was a bad map. Barracks gonna go down, same location right there in the middle. Gas gonna go down, so same opening so far for Sjow. Gonna throw down some supply depots here. Naniwa, what's he gonna do this game? We can see him doing quite a few things. May go for the exact same thing. This map, a little bit easier to defend your expansion on. They kind of have to. Whoa, that is greedy. This greedy Protoss player Naniwa going for a 15 Nexus. Interesting. I like that. Huh. Pulling out all the aces this time, all the jokers. Naniwa. Not really too sure on the timings how that 111 build hits. I'm not sure what timing that hits if you go for a Nexus first, so we're going to find out this game. Naniwa going to come up here, do some scouting. Now, this is a situation where Naniwa is kind of exploiting Sjow's weakness, which is his lack of early game scouting. Last game we saw Sjow only scout whenever he got that first Hellion out. And Naniwa's like, you know what, if you're going to not scout me, I'm just going to make a Nexus first. And so far, Sjow hasn't scouted with anything. He's making that factory. It looks like a very similar build. We'll see a gas come up here from Sjow very soon. Actually, there it is right there, right on cue. It looks like we're going to see Sjow so far. He's doing the exact same build. If he puts a reactor on this barracks, that'll be a good sign. He's got enough gas. Is he going to do it? Yeah, he is. Looks like we're going to see the exact same build out of Sjow, that Marine Tank Banshee play. And he's going to scout. Nope, he's going to throw down a wall off. Curious to see if Naniwa is going to throw down that Robo to make those Immortals. This should allow him to have a few more units out when that timing attack hits, just because he went for that Nexus first as opposed to a little bit later. Let's see if he starts cutting probes at all, maybe just to get out a couple more units. That way he doesn't have to build as many supply depots and spend as much money on economy. Because you really don't have to have more workers than the Terran player does whenever this fight starts. As long as you survive it, you can just regenerate more workers faster because you're building them out of 2 Nexus versus 1 command center. Sure, he has mules, but having 2 probes over 1 SCV is definitely a huge advantage, even with mules thrown in there. Not to mention the Terran player is going to throw away a lot of SCVs, all that lost mining time while the attack is going on. So we're going to see a swap here, harass with Banshee. And these positions actually do favor Sjow because he's going to be able to quickly come over here, hit that with those Banshees. And he finally came up here, scouted, saw that Nexus. And so he's going to be aware there's a Nexus going up. And same build coming out of Naniwa this game. So we'll see if either player has learned something previous game. And Naniwa with this probe, that's that scout probe from earlier, is going to come up here and look for an expansion, but he's not going to see one. All he's going to see is empty space where command center could go. He might just leave this probe out here just to keep an eye on that timing. Check about like the 8-minute mark. Ooh, I like this. Throw down a proxy pile and allow for a little bit of harassment while he's maybe defending an attack, and the probe's going to go up there. It gets sacrificed. That's going to be gone. Sjow, controlling the Zelnaga Tower, wants to delay any type of possible vision coming from Naniwa, so he doesn't know it's coming as long as possible. Kind of deny that information. Here comes that Banshee. Where is he going? He's going. That's a weird path to take there. Kind of surprised he just didn't go straight up here at the top. He would have been there right about now if he would have flown straight through there, and there are no no stalkers. So unfortunately, the cards didn't go so well for Sjow this time. He already has some stalkers down here. Check the old harvester count, 26 to 36. So here's about the point where Naniwa, if he's expecting this build, really shouldn't really be making any more probes. There's no need to. He already has an advantage as pure unit production, and he's going to lose a couple units there, down to 32. So actually taking out a whopping 5 worker kills. Actually, he lost 1 earlier to the scout up here, but so probably taking about 4 there. Another Banshee coming out. Here come all the SCVs. He likes just the right amount of SCVs. Marines coming out. 2 tanks. Siege is finished. And he's going to start pushing out. Naniwa trying to pressure him a little bit, but thinking, you know what, that's a little too much. He's got a stalker up here at the top. He's going to start probably warping in, maybe a zealot just to harass, maybe stop any type of reinforcements. Another tank on the way. Naniwa's getting ready. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't know. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. He's pushing out here. Doesn't want him to get situated. Doesn't want those tanks to get sieged up, or at least force them to siege outside and fall back. And Banshee's doing a lot of damage, helling away up front. Quite a few Marines there, and now he's going to go for it, focusing down the Stalkers with those Banshees. Maybe going to take out the Immortal right now. Nope. He's going to be forced to slow push this from the low ground. This is definitely a hard spot to take. He does have those tanks. He's going to need to back up just a little bit. He's still in tank range there. Banshee's pushing up, trying to bait those Stalkers out a little bit. But Sjow, now he's going to be using those bunkers, pushing up. 1 bunker going to go down. Kind of low on the money. Has enough to put 1 more up there. Looks like he's got an Observer. Is he doing any harassing here in the back? Doesn't look like it. Here he comes up. Tanks being down here at the bottom, blocking him with the Marines and SCVs here at the high ground. And these tanks are in a great position, just in range to take out that orbital, that Nexus. And we got a bunker going to go down here. Looks like he's going to take out this Nexus. Naniwa trying to bring as many forces as possible. A lot of low HP units already. Guardian Shield going to go up. A lot of Marines. These tanks are not even close to being taken out. Immortal's completely useless. Nowhere near the tanks. And this is going so badly for Sjow. Or sorry, so badly for Naniwa. Sjow is crushing Naniwa right now. And oh wow. This is pretty bad. 69 supply versus 48. Ha 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 ha. That wasn't me quoting him. That was just me laughing at his massive ha ha ha. So, Naniwa not enjoying this build too much. Getting taken out 2-0 by Sjow for this series. And, you know, this is definitely a hard build to deal with. A lot of Protoss players have been having some problems dealing with this 1-1-1 play. Immortal is completely useless in this situation. Immortals were way up here. Tanks were way down here, not even close to dealing any damage. Immortals versus Marines, you know, complete joke. Pretty useless. I don't know. It's a tough build to deal with. Protoss players, you know, have to deal with it somehow. Maybe they'll eventually come out with a new build that'll deal with it. But this build Naniwa's been doing here, this 1 gate. Actually, this one's a Nexus first, like 4. Actually, he only has 4 gateways up this time instead of 5. So maybe the other build not as good. Maybe actually he's got a lot of money here. Just kind of curious about that. But anyways, interesting game. Sjow taking it down 2-0. Naniwa 0-2. Having a good laugh, though. And I gotta say, by reading that massive ha-ha-ha, reminds me of that picture that was posted on the internet, on Reddit, wherever, of the picture of Naniwa just looking sadistic. And the caption is, we need to kill the Batman. I just imagine that picture with him laughing and saying GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Go check out my YouTube page, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. Go ahead and subscribe. Tell everybody else about me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.